The news of Adam the Woo's death left the internet frozen in shock. But what followed almost immediately was a far more pressing question. What happens next? When someone so deeply loved by millions suddenly disappears, attention naturally turns toward the final farewell. And today, we begin telling you about Adam the Woo's cause of death, the funeral details everyone is waiting for, and the tributes pouring in from across the world, details that many believe are already decided but have not yet been made public. Adam the Woo, whose real name was David Adam Williams, was found dead inside his Florida home at the age of 51. Authorities confirmed that officers arrived for a welfare check after concerns were raised when no contact could be made. The residence was secured, there was no response, and hours later the situation escalated into what officials described as an unattended death. When deputies entered the home, Adam was pronounced dead at the scene, and his father was formally notified. From that moment on, everything changed, and yet nothing felt complete. Because when someone like Adam passes away, the silence that follows is often louder than the announcement itself. Almost immediately, fans began asking the same questions. Where will the funeral be held? Will it be private or public? Will fellow YouTubers attend? Will fans be allowed to pay their respects? And perhaps most importantly, how will a man who lived so much of his life in front of a camera be remembered when the cameras finally turn off? At the same time, the mystery surrounding Adam's cause of death deepened the tension. Officials confirmed that the medical examiner would conduct an autopsy, but no results were released. No timeline was given. No preliminary cause was shared. That lack of information only intensified speculation. And as the hours passed, the absence of funeral details became impossible to ignore. Adam the Woo was not just another content creator. He was a pioneer of a format that did not yet have a name. Long before daily vlogging became a trend, before algorithms dictated success, Adam picked up a camera and documented his curiosity. He began uploading videos to YouTube in 2009, when the platform was still finding its identity. There were no sponsorships, no polished intros, no viral formulas. There was just Adam, a camera, and a genuine interest in the world around him. His early content focused on abandoned places, forgotten roadside attractions, closed theme parks, and filming locations from movies and television. He explored with respect, not sensationalism. He spoke softly, moved slowly, and allowed places to tell their own stories. That approach stood out in an era that increasingly rewarded noise. Viewers did not feel like they were watching a performance. They felt like they were walking alongside a friend. In 2012, Adam launched what would become his defining project, The Daily Woo. The concept was simple but demanding. Upload a video every single day, no matter where he was, no matter how he felt. And he kept that promise for years. The Daily Woo eventually took him to all 50 states. Countless small towns, iconic landmarks, obscure diners, and overlooked corners of American culture. He filmed on empty highways, in quiet parks, outside shuttered buildings, and inside theme parks that felt like second homes to him. Theme parks, particularly Disney parks, became a major part of Adam's content. He documented changes, closures, openings, and personal memories tied to those places. For many viewers, Adam's videos became a way to revisit childhood joy or experience travel they could not afford. He never rushed. He never shouted. He simply showed up every day, and that consistency built trust. Over time, his channel grew into the millions. But what made Adam different was that fame never seemed to change him. He did not chase luxury. He lived modestly. He continued traveling alone. He often spoke about valuing freedom over excess, experiences over possessions. Even as YouTube became an industry, Adam remained rooted in why he started: curiosity, exploration, storytelling. That authenticity created a bond that went beyond typical fandom. People did not just watch Adam. They checked in with him. His uploads became part of daily routines. Morning coffee, late night winding down, a quiet moment in between. So when those uploads stopped, Without explanation, concern spread quickly. Social media filled with tributes almost instantly. Vlogger Peter Serretta described the news as devastating, calling Adam a trailblazer who always did things his own way. He spoke about Adam's unwavering consistency and how he chased adventure daily because he genuinely loved what he did. He shared how Adam inspired him and his partner to start vlogging, how they later became friends, and how the reality of never seeing him again was almost impossible to accept. Another tribute came from Drew Smith, a Disney-focused creator who credited Adam as one of the first YouTubers he ever watched. He recalled binge-watching Adam's adventures as a kid, absorbing not just the places he visited, but the calm way he moved through the world. Drew shared how Adam included him in a video despite barely knowing him, simply because of his kindness and welcoming nature. That small moment spoke volumes. Adam did not gatekeep. He lifted others up quietly, without expecting credit. Creators across genres echoed the same sentiments. Adam was generous. Adam was genuine. Adam was exactly who he appeared to be on camera. These tributes carried a common theme: shock, gratitude, and an unspoken expectation that the next step, the funeral, would soon bring closure. Yet, day after day, no official announcement appeared. No statement from the family regarding services. No confirmed memorial date. No public plans revealed. That absence led many to wonder whether the family was planning something private, something quiet, something that reflected Adam's own personality. After all, Adam was not someone who chased spectacle. He avoided unnecessary attention when it came to his personal life. He shared experiences, not private pain. Still, the waiting continued. Meanwhile, discussions around Adam's cause of death remained unresolved. Authorities reiterated that the medical examiner's office would determine the official cause, but until then, everything remained pending. That uncertainty hung heavily over any conversation about funeral arrangements. Without answers, it felt as though the story itself had paused mid-sentence. Fans revisited Adam's final videos, searching for meaning. His last upload showed him active, engaged, and seemingly healthy. He talked about upcoming plans. He mentioned future travels. He shared everyday moments that felt reassuring in hindsight and heartbreaking in retrospect. There was no farewell tone, no hint of an ending, and that made the lack of funeral details even more haunting. How does one plan a goodbye when the goodbye was never expected? Behind the scenes, it became clear that Adam's family was taking time. His parents and sister, who had always remained largely out of the public eye, were now navigating a loss magnified by public attention. Friends urged the community to respect their privacy. And while fans desperately wanted information, many also understood that grief does not operate on a public schedule. Still, the question lingered. When? As tributes continued to grow, Adam's legacy became clearer with each message. He was remembered not for controversy, not for drama, but for consistency and kindness. He showed that success did not require reinvention every week, that quiet dedication could build something lasting. He inspired an entire generation of creators to pick up a camera and explore their own neighborhoods, their own histories, their own curiosity. He proved that you did not need to shout to be heard, that calm storytelling could travel far, that showing up day after day mattered. And yet, the final chapter of that story remains unwritten. Speculation swirled about whether a memorial video would be posted, whether fellow YouTubers would gather privately, whether fans would ever be given a place to mourn collectively. Some believe plans were already underway. Others believed the family was waiting for the autopsy results before making any announcements. Every theory pointed toward the same reality. No one outside the family truly knew. Which brings us to the moment everyone has been waiting for. As of now, there has been no official announcement regarding Adam the Woo's funeral or memorial service. No date has been confirmed. No location has been released. No public or private details have been shared by the family or representatives. Authorities have also not yet released the official cause of death, meaning both answers remain pending at this time. The reason the silence feels so heavy is because Adam the Woo spent his life documenting moments, and now the world waits for permission to honor his final one. When funeral details are announced, and when the official cause of death is confirmed, those updates will be shared. Until then, what remains are the tributes, the memories, and a community united by respect, patience, and loss. And just like many of the places Adam explored, the truth is there, waiting quietly, ready to be revealed when the time is right.